Excuse me. What's up, guys? C.F.P here, and this is Survival Living. So this is another unscheduled live stream. Of course it is. And I've been working outside, so I'm unkempt. It's okay. This is the first time I looked at myself in the mirror today. Anyway, guys. So, prepping. Hopefully, everybody's prepping. So earlier, Morfugo had talked about what's going on there in the Arctic with the Russian military buildup. Yeah. Southern Boy Prepper, good to see you, buddy. We've been theorizing that for many years now. And of course, being preppers, we're tinfoil hat crazy people. It's that road that no one ever takes. And we took it and we're ousted for it. Now, did we have proof on it? I didn't have any proof on it. I haven't been to the Arctic. But now, satellite imagery has shown these military bases. Very large buildup, too. And that is the Russians. Adam was talking about one of the unmanned nuclear-powered torpedoes. That's an actual thing. Supposedly, if this thing is able to detonate, it should be able to create a tsunami, and it's radioactive material. So not only is a tsunami actually hitting the coastal region, but it's also making the area unlivable for a while due to the radioactive material. So that is a real thing, guys. What does all this mean? Well, like Adam, there on Marfugo TV, I think he's going to be going live tonight or tomorrow night, hopefully tonight. He's going to be covering some of those things. Again, guys, I'm just Fugel fam. I am not affiliated with Marfugo TV as far as knowing what their show is. I'm just a follower, part of the community. So hopefully he's able to cover a lot of this stuff. We know with the blockades that's been going on there in the South China Sea, we know about the military naval vessels that have been staging up outside of the islands out there. Something's coming. Now, we talked about this on one of our earlier live streams, guys. We can see it being staged up. This isn't war drills. No, they're doing things out in the open now. They don't care. Things are out in the open now. Our society doesn't hide in the shadows anymore. Our governments do not hide in the shadows anymore. They do what they're going to do right out in the open. If you don't like it, they'll make very sure they have a place for you. That's the way it is. So what do we need to do? Prepare. No, I'm not talking about jumping on the front lines. All right, I'm 42 years old. I'm all busted up. I could never serve again. Not the capacity I was when I was 18. All right. Have your family ready. If we have a global conflict, you need to make sure you have resources, not just stockpiles of preps. All right. And do have stockpiles of preps, but don't rely on just the stockpiles of preps. Your skill sets, guys. You have to learn how to grow a garden. You have to learn how to set up an irrigation system. You need to learn how to grow the seed and preserve those seeds for future grow seasons. If food was to stop right now, we as preppers, we've got food stockpile, okay? You need to be able to have food stockpile to last you multiple growing seasons. That way, if anything happens to our ground, our soil, our air, and we cannot grow a garden, not because you don't have the skill set. Let's say you are a master gardener, but something invasive is in our soil. Let's use that as an example. What are we going to do? You're going to rely on what you got prepped until you can figure out how to get that soil to germinate those seeds again, to take it so you can grow a garden. How much food you got put back? I've seen comments, well, must really be bad to live in fear. I don't live in fear. I'm prepared. I sleep better at night knowing I have food and supplies, knowing what's out there. Unlike some of the closed-minded individuals that like to leave some of the stupidest comments I've ever seen because they're trying to get a rise out of me. Well, you succeeded. You're an idiot. Just so you know. C.F.P. just called you an idiot. And usually I don't do that. But comments like that, hey, go live your life. Go live your life out there. Go to your dinners and movies and everything else. When shit hits the fan, sure, you can come on over to my house. Yeah. I could use some labor. Yeah. You think you're going to make it talking smack. That's all you're going to do. Talk smack. You're going to starve to death. You're not going to make it. Anyway. Movie theaters closed down. Cast me out. Yeah. I mean, it's just an example. All right. I mean, we've actually covered that before, but it's just an example. I don't do scripts. I'm doing this all off the top of my head. Southern Boy Prepper, good to see you, my friend. See you here. Scrolling into the chat, guys. Give me a second. I see a lot of y'all here. Relax and Say Spa, good to see you. Cat's Meow, good to see you. Gardner Josh, how you doing, brother? El Michelle, how's it going? Kelly, good to see you. All right, scrolling through here. Most likely they are idiots. Cat R, yes. All right, so some things that have been going on. I got my package, one of my packages from the blood-sucking, horrible Amazon. Guys, there's a lot of local businesses that now have to use Amazon for their stuff. So, yeah, I shop at Amazon. All right, so we picked up another 400 watt, 40 amp charge controller. This is going in a Faraday cage where we're stocking up on our extra charge controllers for our solar system. Now, we have EMP Shield for our solar system, but guys, I am making sure we have a lot of extra parts. That way, if anything goes down, I got extra parts sitting in Faraday cages so I can generate electricity. We have also picked up some new splitter wires. These are for solar. This way you can run 4 panels on one system. I am picking up some more of those. When it comes to all these cables and stuff, that's when it starts adding up really quick. It really does. Now, my soldering kit is not, I just have a regular soldering iron. So I actually saw this and I decided to go ahead and pick it up. It was like 20 bucks. An actual soldering iron kit. So I'm still going to test this thing out. See how well it works. For under 20 bucks for a complete kit, give it a try. If it works well, it gets put away. Having tools to repair things. Being able to repair your tools. Being able to make your own tools. That, I mean, yeah, guys, we can sit there and stockpile and stockpile and stockpile. But eventually, we're going to run out of, 1, money. It's just the way it is. 2, we're going to run out of room. 3, you can stock a bunch of stuff, but eventually it's going to break down and then there's not going to be any replacement for it. So you need to know how to start manufacturing your own stuff. Like our solar, okay? They're not going to last forever. We have extra diodes and things like that I can solder in place if one goes out. We got extra wires. We can do a lot of repairs up until the panel itself goes out. Now, I know how to rewire, resolder in a broken panel to make a panel work with broken solar panel. But the cells they degrade over time. The solar panels we got last anywhere from 7 to 11 years in use. Well, thankfully, we got more solar put back. That's why we started buying more, because we saw them on sale. No, guys, I'm not selling anything on Amazon. We're no longer a part of the Amazon affiliates. Nothing against Amazon. Well, except me. They started sending my stuff, my commissions, to somebody else's bank account. And when I tried to contact them, you can't talk to anybody. You send an email, and they send you an email back. We're aware of the issue. We're working on it. When it exceeds past 8 months, and that's all you get, yeah, I shut it down. So Amazon can bite my ass. Anyway, all right. I'm going full Neanderthal. I plan on living like a caveman, like our forefathers. Captain Nobody. Definitely good luck to you on that one. Can it be done? Yes, yes it can. Solar requires a smart meter. I've been running off of solar for, well, this trailer for over a year. I've been using solar for roughly 3 years. The only smart meter you need on a solar is a charge controller. This regulates your charge so you don't overcharge your batteries. This also sends a even flow current to your batteries so you don't mess up your charging system. This also keeps your power from draining out of your batteries into the night sky, because if you got solar directly hooked up to a battery and nighttime comes, you'll wake up with dead batteries because it'll bleed back out your solar panel. That's why you get charge controller. You don't, if that's what you mean by a smart meter, then I guess you can call it a smart meter. It's called a charge controller, and that is to regulate your power income coming into your system so you don't fry anything. Let's see here. Let's scroll on through. I did see Lisa R. Hall. Good to see you. If you can do a review on the soldering kit. Gene W. Yeah, I'm going to take a look at it. Like I said, it was under 20 bucks, so I don't know what to expect on it yet. Hopefully it's pretty good. I like having backups of things. Foggy Mountain Man, good to see you, my friend. Added more books to my prepper library today. Irina, I've been prepping for years, ready as I can be, no fear. Exactly. We're not fearful of stuff. We see what's going on and we try to prepare as much as possible so when it does happen. Our family generations before us prep for the seasons all the time. They mean they're fearful. It means that they're knowledgeable and not idiots. The problem with today's society is everything is, ooh, let me go get this. Ooh, let me go get that. Ooh, I'm out of this. Let me go get this. When it comes to it's not going to happen and you can't just go get more stuff. Yeah, the majority of people, we're the minority of people. We are. Preppers are the minority. I saw plenty of articles and news stories about how people are turning into preppers because of the pandemic. No, they weren't. No, they weren't. They rush buy stuff, panic buy, and they panic buy idiotic things. They're not preppers. They thought they were doing the right thing, but that doesn't make them a prepper. Now they got stockpiles of stuff, and I've seen other ones. Well, I didn't use none of this stuff, and it's going bad. If what you bought during the pandemic is now going bad, you made some very bad choices on your purchases. I mean, that's very, very stupid. All right. Are you sub to Doom's backup channel? I don't know who Dooms is. Free Press, good to see you. Andrea Cole, how are you doing? Cast me out. The Sunrun company hooks you up to the grid with a smart meter. So you're talking about tying into the grid. I'm not tied into the grid. We're completely off grid with our power. Let's see here, scrolling through. Trying to get everyone, trying to see the comments here. 1 is none, 2 is 1. Good prep rules. They are very good prep rules, and I do understand that when you start getting into higher end items, buying 2 and 3 of them of the same thing, it's hard to do. Well, buy the first one first and start saving up for the other ones. You know, I did see an article. It was on Fox. It was right here on YouTube that police tried to shut down Easter service. I think it was in Canada, and the preacher, the pastor, ran him out. I don't get into the whole religious thing on here, guys. I see a lot of things going down. A lot of things are connecting. Yeah, good for that pastor running them out of that church, running the police out. Let's see here. Costco has plenty of stuff. All right, scrolling through here. As long as you got food, um, free press. Yes and no. I get where you're saying on that. Um, let's take that scenario right quick. And Steven, if you're watching, my brother, quit texting me. I'm trying to do a live stream. It, it just keeps on screening. He keeps texting me. I love my little brother, but quit texting when I'm live streaming. All right, so hunting. I've been outdoors my whole life. There's not the game as far as wild game as there used to be. When everybody's starving, everybody's going to be running out to the woods trying to become the great white hunter. That's going to diminish very quickly. Now, if your thoughts are trading bullets, yeah, yeah, you can trade bullets for a lot of things, especially during SHTF. I don't know about, I don't feel good about giving possible oppositions, um, ammo. Okay, I just don't. That doesn't sit very well with me. And then the other scenario is turn into a marauder, which goes back to my lone wolf prepping videos and all that stuff. Just because you have bullets doesn't mean everybody else doesn't have bullets, and it doesn't mean that other people know how to do certain things with it. Um, so, I mean, we as preppers, we try to keep ourselves out of situations. That's why we prepare. We don't try to. I mean, if you're planning on going to SHTF without food because you got bullets, best of luck. Best of luck. Um, maybe you can. Maybe I don't know. Personally, I think the survival rate's very low on that. Let's see here. But you could always use it as a bartering item. Um, but like I said, I just have a weird feel about trading bullets in SHTF because you're just arming other people. C.F.P. I purchased CBRN filters for the masks. Yeah, I definitely recommend chemical, biological, radiation um, filtrations for your gas masks and stuff like that. Prep for live. Hey, sorry I missed this off topic, but are there any rechargeable ABC 123 batteries? I don't know what an ABC 123 battery is. Are there any rechargeable ABC 123 batteries? That for some reason my brain is not wrapping around what that is. We have rechargeable batteries. That's not with our solar, just for our flashlights and things like that. Um, I'm not following on that one. I'm not understanding. Scrolling through. Can you power your whole house with solar, like fridge, oven, AC, and heat? Yes, you can power your whole house with solar. We're in a 6x12 trailer. I can power our air condition all day long. At nighttime, with our battery banks that we currently have, we get anywhere from 4 to 6 hours of power on that before it shuts off our system at our safe zone. Same with our heater. During the daytime, I can run the heater all day long, no problem. Nighttime, about 4.5 hours because the heater draws a lot. How can I do it all night long? A larger battery bank. But when we're not using the air conditioner, not using the heater, we run fans all day. I got my TV, DVD, speaker system. We run coffee. I mean, I even showed how to use a coffee pot using our solar here. We done videos on that. We run everything. We live in the 6x12 trailer that we converted. It's got a bathroom. It's got a fold down bed. Everything. I mean, we even done videos where my wife's using her Ninja cookware, her crock pot, her electric frying pan, um, her blender, all that stuff off of our inverters. Now, Those are going off our inverters. We got a 3,000 watt, 5,000 watt peak inverter. You can get different sizes for that as whatever you're needing. You want to look at your amperage, how many amps you use an hour on your equipment, how many watts. You have to really plan out your system, but it's easily done. It can be done. Herman F., good to see you. The pain can be a little or a lot when you realize it. I may have missed something. Enrico, got to plug up the phone. Let's see here. There's nothing to hunt in New Jersey. Most wildlife gone. I'm on the fence of bartering. Could be a bad thing. Yeah, Southern Boy Prepper. I mean, it's a dangerous situation. When do we really know when is the correct time to even attempt to barter during SHTF? You're gonna have to have your fillers out, and you need to have backup. I don't recommend going into a bazaar setup or community shop, whatever it is that's been built for commerce, without backup. All right. I hate to talk about a movie, but the TV series, what was it Jericho, where they go get a wind turbine part or something like that, and the people running the thing, you're gonna have to GoPro turn off. See what happens when you leave the batteries hooked up on your GoPro. Starts recording. So the owners that operated everything, they had it where you couldn't bring in your firearms, but they all had firearms. You know, that's going to be something you got to figure out yourself. I'm not about to go try to barter anything, and without a backup, I'm not going in by myself. Just not going to do it. I just got 50 or more chicks today. Meals on legs. Very true. Kentucky, how's it going? Yeah, this was a unscheduled one. Deer can have chronic wasting disease, and I'm not sure you can cook the poison out of their meat. I've eaten deer most of my life. I don't know. I've never had any problem with any diseases and stuff. Are there diseases in wildlife? Sure, there are. You just really know your game. I mean, I don't mean playing a video game. I mean, know your wildlife, your game. Know what to look for. All right. I mean, the big problem with hunters today, and I see a bunch of them talk about all their stuff that they got out there in the woods with them. Freaking useless. But anyway, they're quick to shoot. Oh man, got a bad shot on that one. I had to track that one down for about 2.5 miles. They're just they're not steady. I've never had. When I was younger, I tracked one animal because I made a bad shot. I was 14 years old. Ever since that day, I made very sure I was very careful with my shots. Now, usually I've always dropped it within 2 or 3 feet. Bow, on the other hand, I've had to track about 300 yards. Just depends on when they finally fell. So that was the biggest problem I have with hunters today. They're just quick. I see it all the time. Gut shots, lung shots. They don't know what they're doing. Just because you run out to the woods with a gun does not mean you're a hunter. Just because you shot this does not mean you're a hunter. Hunter skill set is a skill set. You know how to track. You know how to set up. You can bait them. And no, I'm not talking about sitting on a plot that you paid for and they make sure a herd of deer come rolling through at 7 a.m. so you can take a pop shot at a 12-pointer or whatever. See here, scrolling through here. Plant edible plants around your yard. Always a good idea. There's nothing wrong with preparing edible plants and stuff like that in your yard. Very, very good idea. Not going to trade ammo. Not going to let my own ammo shoot me. Herman F. That's what I'm thinking. Jeff Gregory, how's it going, my friend? Don't worry, I think the VN Nation will get the most of them. Quite possible. No bullets or weapons for barter. Colorado Prepper Pack Rat. Yeah, that's. I'm on board. Agreement with you on that. Bladed weapons, things that can be used as a tool. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, we haven't built a forge yet. Just just been busy. I want to get a forge just to start talking about, go over some videos on that. We haven't even started. There's plenty of other YouTube videos out there that have that. Now they're pretty self-explanatory how they build their own. Something I want to look into and actually do. So hopefully we can get one built. But being able to make your own stuff is actually a really good idea. Yelling at me, autocorrect strikes again. I wasn't. I don't know who was yelling. Anyway, good to see you, Michelle. Cast me out. How much is your solar setup? We spent for the trailer a little under 3,000, and that is including the panels that we already have in storage and Faraday cages. So I don't really know exactly for sure what's just used here because we got other parts and stuff stored up too. So not really sure what to tell you on the exact price on that. I have to look it up. I did see. Did I see South Florida? I did see South Florida. How's it going, brother? All right, I'm scrolling through here, guys. We won't be on too long. Brain Dead New Yorker, how are you doing, my friend? Always good to see you. All right, scrolling through here. I'm trying to get caught up, guys. Isn't bow hunting painful to the animal? Yeah, I mean, any of it is. Uh, Same with shooting. All right, unless you're doing a headshot and dropping them, which we don't do as hunters. We don't do headshots. We do heart shots. Um, yeah, I mean they don't die on the spot. Just they usually move. That's just the way it is. All right. Chronic waste disease affects the bone and brain. Meat is okay, as the DNR says. I'd say if they're not acting abnormal. If you waited to prep during a scandemic, then you are way behind. Enjoy all that toilet paper. Yeah. Canned hunting is pitiful and cruel. Alright, scrolling through here. Shave your sideburns, hippie. I need to thin them out a little bit, but that's about it. Alright, scrolling through here. I didn't make it in time, my phone died. Andrea Cole, that's quite alright. I am so sorry that I always try to keep my phone ready to go, but hey, if you've been working all day and stuff like that, kind of hard to. Got to use dehydrator, but it did not work well. Is the machine supposed to get hot? Um, I'm not quite sure. My dehydrator gets warm because it's blowing hot air throughout the whole system. I mean, but I'm not really sure. I mean, it's something I have to take a look at. Our dehydrator, when it's running, yeah, the bottom section of it gets hot. It's got hot air going through the system to dehydrate the food. So yeah, I mean that gets hot. Where do we get the tactical shovel you reviewed? South Florida. That was through Zune Loto. They actually do have a YouTube channel. Um, I they sent it to me through Amazon. Is where they had sent that to me. I'm still using that sucker. I actually like it. The only thing different I've done to it, I've added fishing line, fishing hooks, some sinkers. That's the only extra I put in. and I sharpened the blades. I put more bladed edges on the shovel itself. That's the only thing I've done to that shovel. Faithful, faithful prepper, good to see you. Harvey Black, how's it going? All right, scrolling through here. I think I'm caught up. I am caught up. All right, guys. So yeah, this was just a real quick one. Again, guys, start prepping if you haven't. Prepare. Please, if you don't know the history of or don't remember as far as stories from our grandparents and things like that, look up World War II. Look up what was going on here stateside. Rationing. If we have another global conflict, we're going to see that here. What's worse is that we have more people here than we did back then. More of a population. Also, today's society is more developed to drive through. Somebody else is going to do it for me. They're not the same mindset and skilled workers as what we had back then. Case in point, I saw a couple individuals, younger generation. I'm glad I missed the millennial age by 3 years. Thank goodness. So I can't be called a millennial. So I get to talk smack to them. But hey, there are exceptions. There are some actually smart individuals that are in that generation thing. Um, but yeah, I mean, no clue on how to do anything. None. They're in their late 30s. No clue how to change a tire. Well, we'll just call somebody. Okay, well, who are you going to go call? Who'd you call to get your tire changed? Well, I first called 411. I don't even know to call a wrecker, a tow truck, or anything like that. Personally, my dad would have kicked my butt if I called a tow truck because I had a flat tire. But, hey, I guess I'm just not as privileged as some. But anyway, guys, y'all take care. Definitely do appreciate everybody being here. Let me go ahead and take a look at that right fast. Someone had sent a super chat. I think tonight, so I will be trying to catch that. Prep for life. Gotta jump. Wish it could be more. Thank you for taking the time. Answer all your questions. Advice. Do it the hard way the first time. Yeah. The easy way will take a lot longer and end up being a lot harder. God bless. Oh yeah, prep for life. I agree with you on that. Sometimes it's more difficult to do things correctly for sure. It's easier to just do things on the fly, but in the end, it's always makes things harder for you. But definitely do appreciate that. The PayPal's and stuff like that, guys, never required. We do appreciate it. Of course, it does help us out, but I always try to catch everyone's questions, answer them as best I can. Like I said, if I don't know what I'm talking about, or if I don't know on that subject, I'm just going to tell you, hey, I don't know. I'm not going to sit there and try to BS you and go, well, yeah, I mean, I'm an expert in that, and it's really technical, so I can't really go into that because it's going to be like way over your head. So, you know, I'll just do a video on that later. Then after the stream, okay, Google, how do I? Yeah, there's some people out there like that. No, I'd rather shoot you straight, and I'll tell you, hey, I'm gonna look and see if I can find any information on it. Just like our beehive. All right, I've never beekeep before, never. I've watched plenty of YouTube videos on it. All right, so I know what they did. Doesn't mean it works here. So what we did is we got up with our local beekeepers in our area, and they have training courses here. So that's what we are doing, working with them to actually get our hands on how to do things better. I saw a comment, don't waste your time with the scent attractor, just buy a queen. Quite possibly. I mean, this is what this group here in Panama City or the surrounding area is telling us to don't waste our money on that because they've only used that spray, the Swarm Commander, and it's worked every time for them. But our location is different from everybody else's location. then again, it might not work here. We're just going off of the locals, what they're using, and we're applying it. Our local area is different than other people's local area. All right. So that's what we're doing. This way it gives us more hands-on training as far as being beekeepers because it's the first time I've ever done it. Annie Oakley, good to see you. I love a freeze-dried machine, but they are expensive. Cats meow. Yes, they are. I would love to have one. My group that we had in the pocket, we were talking about all pitching in and stuff like that and working together on it, but it is a pricey piece of equipment. Is it a very awesome piece of equipment? Yeah. Those Harvest, is it Harvest Right? I think it's the name brand. They're freaking awesome, but they're not cheap. All right, scrolling through here, guys. Laura, good to see you. I'm scared of bees. I have. They have African bees that are aggressive. Yeah, there are Africanized bees down here in Florida, Arizona, Texas, parts of Louisiana. It just happens. So we just have to learn how to watch out for that too. But luckily, once we actually attract a swarm, we would be registering the beehive with the agriculture department so they can come out and take a look at everything, check on our swarm and all that stuff. I don't like having government officials anywhere near me at all, but technically you're supposed to do it, and it keeps you from getting a hefty fine later, so they do it for free. They check on the healthier swarm, so no big deal. All right, guys. So, see here. I was working on my garden and ran out of daylight. Yeah, that'll happen quick. I kind of kicked myself that we didn't do a garden this year. I don't have the time. I will say this. I will say this, and I've been holding this secret for a very long time. But one of the YouTubers that we have been secretly working and doing videos, survival tip videos, did leak the information out, so I can say it. Morfugal TV, this was Saturday night or Friday night. I think it was Saturday night. That they were working with some of the prepper groups here online about doing survival tip videos. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a bunch of those. We always do our channel videos here, guys. Every single one of you are a valued member here. We might not always agree. I hope we don't always agree. If we all start agreeing with each other all the time, we're up poop creek without a paddle. We got to be free thinking. And I'm not talking about the nasty comment people. I mean, yeah, there's some things to agree with, but we should always well, maybe we should be looking at it this way. But I still do the channel here. Going to. This is our main channel. I am still working on our old to new restoration channel. I also do filming for extra income for other YouTube channels. I do editing for other YouTube channels. And I'm working on our local businesses around here and helping their social media stuff. So yeah, and plus 2 part-time jobs. I work at an amusement park now. Same one I worked at last year, and I work as a gas station attendant. I operate on 4 to 6 hours of sleep. Believe it or not, I don't know how I get it, but I do get 4 to 6 hours of sleep every night, and then I'm right back at it. I'm just too old to be hanging still anymore. I'm too broke up. It hurts me too bad. I had some weird nerve thing going on in my hand the other day, and thankfully it's eased off. I couldn't pinch my thumb like that. Every time I tried, I'd drop everything in my hand. So that still works with that shoulder. It is what it is. You only start getting older. Good thing I'm ambidextrous. Time is flying by. All right. Wow, 40 here. Yeah, 42. All right. I would die with 4 hours of sleep. Well, 4 to 6 hours. Some nights I just have a bad night. You're the most resourceful people I've ever watched. God bless you. Please take time to rest. Zebra, definitely do appreciate that. I just, I mean, that's actually a huge compliment. I do appreciate that. I know enough to keep myself in trouble. I'm at the point in my life where I know that if I stop, I'm going to crash hard. Not the lack of sleep part. I know that my body's going to go, ooh, you messed up, and we're going to crash back down. Don't forget, when I was hurt, I was in a wheelchair and bedridden for a good while. Did all those surgeries and stuff. So when I got cleared, I hit the ground running. And I'm still kind of running, crawling, whatever. So it just feels good to be back out. It really does. Nice to be young enough to get by on 46 hours of sleep. I'm old and tired. Well, I'm 42. 4 to 6 hours of sleep isn't enough, but most of my jobs I worked at, I was having to get up at 4 in the morning and be out there before the sun ever even came out. And usually back in the day, I was up in the bar till closing time. So I've just been a night person, and I was always having to get up early anyway. So sometimes, some days, the weekend or something like that, I'll sleep in to 8, get a little bit extra sleep. I'm 16, I feel tired. Oh, I feel tired too. But still gotta go, right? Anyway, guys, definitely do appreciate everybody here. Again, keep an eye out for Marfugo TV. He should be going live. I will be over there in the chat, just hanging out there with everybody else. So hopefully be able to see y'all there too. And talk to y'all later, guys. Y'all take care. Please keep prepping. Be safe. Be smart. And my new catchphrase, don't be dumb. Later.